top 5 iPhone photography accessories you need to buy, plus my secret weapon to make your photos amazing. First accessory is a lens for your iPhone. I'm a big fan of the Moment lenses that have amazing optical quality, and they're amazing. They also have a very low amount of chromatic aberration and vignetting. Vignetting is where it distorts around the outside of the frame, and chromatic aberration is where the light bounces through and off the material and substances to distort your image. One thing that I really like about Moment lenses is that for photography accessories for beginners is that the Moment lenses, little microfiber pouches that you put the lenses in, have the whatever it is on the outside. So it gives you the degrees, so 170 degree, and it's a superfish. So you know exactly what it is to grab it out of your bag. And if you're a beginner, you might not know what a 15 millimeter is, or an 85 millimeter is, or a 58 or 60 millimeter. And they're nice and soft and they come with it. So all sorts of different lenses I have, from macro to anamorphic to telephoto lens, ultra wide, and superfish. And then tip, if you're getting Moment lenses, these are a little expensive in comparison to the cheap ones you would generally get, but you can get these, which are front caps for your lens to protect your lenses, just like a Sony G Master lens or a regular DSLR or mirrorless camera lens. And they also have back caps, so protection is important. And then if you want extra protection, Moment makes a nice little case to put 2 lenses in, and it even fits with the protector caps in it, and it's microfiber inside, and it has a little loop on the back to fit around your belt. I'll have all the affiliate things that we talked about linked in the video description. This is great. It's only $20, so this is very budget-friendly accessory. This is great. It allows you to have much more stable photography, and you have cold shoes on the top and can mount lights or anything else you want. It's the Unidigi iPhone photography mount or something like that. I'll have it linked in the video description. Now to my secret weapon to get amazing photography and to save you money in the long term, the Moment filter adapter pack, and it goes on the outside of your phone. You have your lens attached to your phone. It just like twists on with there's a little white thing right there, and you put it and line it up, and there's a little line on the top of your phone, and then you just twist it, and then it locks in place, and that way it's not off centered, so it's always right in the middle, just like a DSLR or mirrorless camera. So you don't have any of those weird chromatic aberrations or vignetting or distortion around the outside like you would have on a clip-on lens. So you put that on, and then you're gonna put this on. They also come with all the different pieces for anamorphic lens and the smaller and larger lenses. You put this on, and then you can put a adapter on here, which I have adapters in here. I also have a variable ND filters in here. I would really recommend the Polar Pro ones, the Peter McKinnon Polar Pro variable ND filters. Those are amazing. I know they're a little expensive, but ND filters protect your lens, and they also, if it's really bright, I'd say you don't have to mess with your ISO or things like that. You can adjust it, and it gives you so much more granularity, especially when you're shooting on an iPhone, to blend the both worlds of hardware and software to make the best of both worlds. And instead of just DSLR, which is basically all hardware, so big sensor and big glass, where most iPhones or smartphones are all about computational photography, but that's been changing with the newer iPhones, getting bigger sensors and sensor shift stabilization, but you still can't beat external lenses. You can't beat physics. You can bend physics with computation and machine learning and things like that to get the best out of your photos, but you can't break physics yet. So, and the only thing is the mount is 62 millimeters, where the variable ND filters for Polar Pro's Peter McKinnon ones are 67, 77, or 82 millimeters. So you're going to need to get a step-up ring for it, which is why I have in here along with the filters. I also have these, which are 62 millimeters, and you can screw onto here. So it just screws on. And you can add magnification or other things like that. Also, that way, if you're at the beach and it's really windy and gusting around and there's lots of sand blowing everywhere, it doesn't chip up your lens or get little micro scratches from the sand because it just hits the ND filter. Or you can even put a satin filter over top of it, or just clear one over top. And leave your questions and comments down below. Don't forget to like and share because it really does help. And check out my For You video.